Yo y'all! Welcome to a new video. I'm some engineer. What we're gonna be doing today is by popular demand, such as comments as these. You guys really enjoyed my Stanley Parable video. Majority of the people that I'm referring to being my friends. You guys really enjoyed me playing the Stanley Parable, and you guys requested me to continue again, and even gave me some hints for some endings. So what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be playing the Stanley Parable, and I'm gonna be trying to get like more endings. It's like infinite endings to this game, so I don't know how many I can get. I'm just gonna try to get as many as possible. But before we get into the video, if you guys like the type of content that I create, I would really appreciate a like. If you guys really like the type of content that I create, actually, if you guys just really like my content, I would also really appreciate it. So, but yes, without any further ado, let's get into the Stanley Parable, shall we?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Should I play this in?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427.
If you guys didn't see the last video, so why not? Let's just play it again.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came
Above
to him
some engineer, just keep my face cam still here though.
What buttons to push,
I communicate with myself in the future. You know?
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Yeah, no, I don't know how Stanley can enjoy this, by the way.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley...
I mean, this is the story of Stanley, and he's supposed to be that type of way.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never
See, that's why I keep
forget.
the face cam on.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Stanley, you
No
gotta
one
make
had
your own
showed up to
decisions.
give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do in this first one is just follow the narrator.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Because we already tried to we already tried a lot of deviation endings, so this time I'm actually just gonna follow what the narrator says. I really just want to see how this ends up.
Two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay, so here's the broom closet, and somebody told me there's a bucket somewhere, and I don't know if this counts as a bucket, you know? I'll try that ending after I get this one right here. Let me just close the broom closet so there's no...
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Let's check this out, shall we?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. The narrator must be so relieved, bro. Because
the lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Holy.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to
There's
find
50
out?
trillion televisions. Why would that mean this? I mean, it's called Mind Control Facility. Okay. I mean, that's a big giveaway, I'm not gonna lie. Oh.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
What the hell does that say right there?
One of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Damn, bro. This is worse than Severance. Actually, I'm not sure. But I've been watching Severance, guys.
Mind control facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
A flying
that his
platform?
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Whoa.
No.
Gotta get our freedom back.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Stanley,
unthinkable.
you were
Wasn't
taking
it?
orders
Was it even
your entire
possible?
job long.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Bro, how can Stanley think his life was under control?
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
Damn.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Wait, Stanley kind of a giga chat, no? No, but how can Stanley be surprised that his life is controlled by others when he's just been taking orders the entire time? You know what I'm saying? That just doesn't make sense. Like he's looking at a computer screen and then just, yeah, bro, Stanley for sure, bro. All right, there's a bright red button here, and I think the narrator is not going to like if I press this. Or is this shutting down the thing? Hold up, let me just check out this room right here real quick before I do that. Mind control idle, awaiting input. What the hell? Why do you guys even need to like mind control people? Stanley already
And
does.
when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. I'm gonna press the red bright button. Okay, let's check out what happens when I press this. What is this? Huh? Nothing? I guess, okay. I guess I gotta first of all activate that and maybe then I can press the red bright button. The bright red button. I don't. What sounds more correct? Let's check this out. System power off.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
Oh.
He had won.
Yeah, that was
He had
simple.
defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
What if I
And yet,
pressed on?
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed
Whoa.
into the chamber,
Light!
his
The
eyes
sky!
snapped.
Okay.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What if this is just another simulation though? What if this is just a virtual world he's stepping into?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
This, we know as players that this is still a simulation that Stanley is in. So Stanley actually has a conscience now because of this ending, but he's just in a never-ending matrix of some sort. That's crazy. Okay, so that was the freedom ending. Now I'll see you guys there again, and I'm gonna press on. So let's see what happens when you activate it. Wait, okay, now this door opens. What the hell? I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. SG. That's a lovely purse. Sergeant. What does SG stand for? Is this, am I missing a memo? SG. Okay. Okay, what about this? Oh, and there again, bro, the picture of the panda getting blickied, bro. What the hell, man? Wait, you can go up. Let me go. Okay, that's the, I don't think that's how elevators work. Okay, let's go up. Hey, yeah, dude. I was probably gonna put this, dude. Editing some shit would have probably put this song here if this wasn't already in the game. Wait. Okay, we're in the same place we just came from. What the hell do you mean? Okay, let's go down. Is the narrators? The narrator's singing with the music. He's vibing. Okay, guys, I was in the elevator for like 10 minutes or something. It's just the same loop actually. There's nothing that changes.
Into his manager.
Wait, guys, I found a way to like jump down, and I think I just broke the game like this. I fucking am I quest to die in all ways possible? I broke the game. Well, okay, I broke the game.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Wait, okay. Interesting. So maybe this time there is something. Surely. There's definitely a broom closet ending, for damn sure. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. That's a different text. Okay. While on this run back, I'm just discovering like infinite different things, you know.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay, guys, we're here again, and yeah, we're gonna press on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
nuclear? What are you talking about?
Complex.
What?
Long until detonation then, let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Okay!
Time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is
I pressed the bright red button.
What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
What the hell am I supposed to do?
Each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where
Fail
to
safe.
start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? Alright, I'm in a good
Yellow
mood.
button.
You're gonna
Where the hell is the
die.
yellow button?
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Incorrect.
Other times, I let
Re-enter
the office
passcode.
sink
What's
to
the passcode?
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Code.
I have to say this though, this version
I have 52 seconds!
watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better.
Okay.
My goodness,
5,
only
2, 1.
34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
5, 2, 1,
You know
5, 2, 1,
what?
5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1,
I'm
5, 2, 1,
going to
5,
put
2, 1,
some
5, 2,
extra
1.
time on
5,
the
2, 1.
clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
5.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
I'm trying stuff, okay?
Timer.
5,
Something in this
2,
room is capable of turning
1.
off. I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door.
What?
Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? One solved?
Ah!
The idea
Console
of-
disabled. Enable backup power to activate.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
Where's the backup?
Humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Goodbye, employee Fortress.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30
Oh,
seconds
buddy.
until a big boom and then nothing. No
Oh,
ending.
buddy.
Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
I'm cooked!
Make it count.
I'm trying to find anyhow to survive!
And
But
believe me,
there's...
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
What do you mean? What am I supposed to do? What? Bro!
Stanley
I'll
moved
see you
off
guys.
to his boss's office.
Bro, he barricaded the broom closet! Bro. Okay, so... We just... we nuked everything.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors... he
Wait,
entered
this time the
door
walk was like infinitely shorter. What? I'm going to the right this time. I want to see if something
This
changed.
was not the correct way. Stanley took the first open
There
door on
is
his left.
this room. There's this door right here, and I wanna.
And so
I've
he
never gone
detoured
through it
through
yet.
the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What is this gonna be?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Left, he says.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
What are you yapping about, bro? Can I open this door? No. Okay, it's to the right, he says.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
He's trolling me. He's trolling
Let's
me.
see, we went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay, let's see what happens when we walk in here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Hell nah.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
I'm gonna do it again. I'll meet you guys there.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted
the hell?
game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
No.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
What? So it's all just up to me? What is this?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you. Definitely.
This is a maze, bro.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay.
It's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Bro, you are a horrible story writer. What do you mean, dude? Like, what? How is your story this just... What is it called? I forgot, bro.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
Inconsistent.
Story. Here it comes.
Okay. What's the story?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
He's doing this on purpose. He's actually just trying to, like, get us mad, bro. What the hell is this, man? Bro!
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
Are you sure you're the writer of the story?
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
Okay.
You win! Congratulations!
Let's go!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
What do you mean, bro?
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that.
Bro, what do you mean?
Win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. Okay.
Right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
It's a good question to
Simply by the
ask. What
act
do you
of
guys think?
moving
Drop it in the
forward,
comments.
Are we implying
Engagement
a journey
form.
such that a
That's so good.
destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
I think
Okay.
that's a good way
Now,
to
if
look at
my
it.
experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right
guy's a
now
D1
is a bit of music
tweaker.
to lighten the mood.
Yeah. Hey. What is this game? What have... Bro, you guys want to keep watching me play this? What is this? Bro, you can stop the music. I think the mood is all the way up in the clouds. Guys! Bro! What is this? What type of fent is this line on?
Cut the music.
Okay, thank you. Look at the fern. What is a fern? What are you talking about?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
The 2 doors need to be there, man. You're wasting our time.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And I trusted you. After everything we've been through...
We?
No, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
I'm gonna deviate from what
You
the
know
line
what,
says.
Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know.
Okay,
How about
so the story
this
starts.
direction?
So the story starts with Stanley, and he's in hell with the demon hordes approaching him, and then he got this weapon. It's called the super shotgun. Do not let me cook with Stanley Parable, bro. I legit just created 2 meters.
Yes, this is exciting.
Oh my
Just
God.
me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Hey, bro. Give me more paths, man.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No
Line
lines or
TM?
monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
What?
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
I'm not gonna do
Somewhere
that.
at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Open. Bro, what about the left one? What? You've been playing the confusion ending.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? Really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
The narrator is gone.
Well,
After a long
it's
time,
up to me.
Stanley
Why do
dies?
I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
Bro,
I don't wanna
lock
be trapped
in.
Like this.
Like,
I
you
won't restart
can
the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
make your decision. Let us go back.
Timer loop stopped. Does that mean did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
For us.
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
What just happened to him? Narrator? You good?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Danger everywhere?
Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Okay, show me that you're on my side, bro. Because right now as it stands, I'm here, bro. Danger everywhere?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red is my favorite color, you know. But bro,
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I was fucking crash out again.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
We're gonna die.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me, you give me absolutely nothing.
Hey, that sounds fire though.
I'll tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
Okay.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley.
Okay.
Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Yeah.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? I know
Bro.
the game needed a third door. Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
You can't teach
Based
that.
on the data from your previous playthrough,
Oh
I've
my
compiled
God.
a new version. And to be
Okay.
perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Let's see. Let's see what he got for me. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard? What? Oh yeah. Okay, I'm stuck. GG.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I'll just say everything that he
Hey, I
adds.
nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me
No.
boot it up.
Let me check it out, bro.
In this
What?
baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Hell no!
Notes on your experience.
I'm gonna let it die.
heartless man. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to serve me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. The other ideas. I can't think of a single thing that would experience for me. I'm not even going to try.
Bro, what the hell?
It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
Do you have Doom?
What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Show me what you got. Okay. Minecraft!
Stanley, is this any better? At
It is
the one
peak!
thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to
I
do.
have no... Give me jump and stuff.
Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you.
Actually, no, it will
From
never
now
be
on,
enough.
I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Show me your house.
This will go here. No, here. And then...
What type of house are you building?
Does it need iron? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete.
This guy
Look
sucks!
at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Okay, let's check this out.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Okay.
Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay, what the hell? We're just gonna be playing Minecraft for real now? They even got the entire Minecraft song just remixed. What the hell, bro? Alright, let's go mining, bro! Dude, I did not expect
It's going to
this.
get a bit dark. You want a light?
No, I haven't. Have you? Cause, look, bro. If there's any skeletons around, bro, just know we're cooked, man. Damn, Stanley, you're short, bro. Holy.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5.
What do you mean?
Save this one. Okay, new game. Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
Isn't this Portal?
You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
What is this game? It looks like Portal. Maybe I'm tweaking, but it does, right?
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
Genius.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games.
Where the hell?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
I see. That's why the woman in last
Yes,
part
but
was
that
like, do you
there's
see
no
that they
other
need
way.
each other?
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Now we're in a completely different office? Are you serious? I'm gonna save this and that's gonna be it for this video. This game has insane depth. Like, it's bro, what the hell? But yeah, guys, that will be it for this video. If you guys want to see if you guys want to see part 3 of Stanley Parable, hit this video with 5 likes. 5 trillion, no, just 5. 5 likes, and then I'll release part 3 of Stanley Parable. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun watching this. And yeah, if you guys did have fun watching this, please leave a like and a sub. And yeah, I appreciate you. If you do that only though. No, just kidding. Appreciate you guys for sticking to here if you guys made it here. But yeah, y'all take care, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Some Engineer out!